So I had some very good questions and ideas for content suggested to me by multiple people on a previous video where I asked for ideas, and I'm going to continue that invitation, guys. If you guys have any thoughts, any questions, concerns, anything you want as a topic for conversation as one of my videos, let me know in the comments or send me an email. Today, I did briefly touch on this one in a previous video yesterday or the day before, as I was voicing over some video where the audio cut out, but thought I'd go a little bit deeper into this one today. My question is, please give me a real breakdown of how you track purchases, cost basis, and profit per item. And I'm just going to repeat what I said in that little voiceover section. I really don't track item by item. On sealed product, I do a little bit just because it's pretty easy on my website and I'm buying in quantity for each item. It's more than just one item versus selling on eBay when I'm buying collections of cards. There's a lot more different SKUs, shall we say, that are being purchased. Tracking a card by card profit, if you're trying to scale this business, it's just not feasible. You just got to do the best you can to track your overall spend and your overall revenue and just use that as your accounting for what your profits and losses were. So what I do is, if I reach out to someone, we make a deal, I go pick up a collection, and let's just say I pay them $1,000, I literally have a spreadsheet where I track every time I buy a collection. I put the total purchase price down on the collection. I don't break down card by card what I would have paid. I just put the whole cost of the collection down. And then at the end of every month, I look at what my revenue was on eBay and my store on my website, and I add those on a different page for my revenue tab. And that's pretty much how I figure out, did I make money this month or did I lose money this month? And I get it that when you buy a collection, you're not selling every card all at once, but when you've got, I'm at somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 listings right now, I believe. We've got that many listings and my intention is to keep growing and growing and growing. It's just not feasible to track every single card. You just need to know, okay, I typically am buying collections at 70%, 80% on higher end things. You just have to know in the back of your mind. And here's another key important thing that I do. When I buy a collection, I make sure that I get those cards listed within a day or two while it's still fresh in my mind and I know in my head exactly what I paid for that collection as a percentage. I have typical buying ranges, but it's never going to be the exact same from collection to collection. And usually, cards that are $5 and below, I'm paying 50% on. Everything above $5, I'm paying 70+% on. If I buy a collection and I know that, okay, half the collection is cards that are under $5, I know when I'm pricing my cards, these $5 and below cards, I know I paid 50% on. And the reason for that is not because I'm trying to be greedy. It's because when you sell on eBay, those cards that are $5 and below are much more impacted by the 40-cent flat fee that eBay charges per listing. And then on top of that, you've got your listing fee as well. So for me, the fees on eBay, because I have a store and because I'm a top rated seller, I save a little bit on final value fees. It's 11.12% is the fee that I pay to eBay on trading card sales. If you're just starting out, you're gonna be around the 13.5% range. Plus you have to factor in the 40 cent flat rate listing fee that eBay charges. So whether a card sells for a penny or $1,000, you pay that 40-cent fee no matter what. So the cheaper a card is, the more it's affected by that 40-cent fee because it makes up a larger percentage of the sale price. When you're talking $5 and under cards, you have to factor that in. And again, I also almost always have free shipping on my listing. So I need to account for that as well. So I guess I kind of dove into that a little bit deeper than I was intending, but it's kind of required to have an understanding of the thought process there so that when you're buying collections, you don't overpay and you're not eating up too much of your value. If it's a lot of cards that are closer to the $5 range and fewer that are like $2 range, I probably would go up to like 60% on that. But if it's a mix of like $1 to $3 and then maybe a few $5, then I'm definitely sticking at the 50% number. But again, when I'm buying a collection with more expensive cards, those nicer, better cards, I'm probably paying 80% on. And then the middle range cards, I'm paying 70, 75% on. So when you blend everything together, it's somewhere in the 70 to 75% range. But that just gives you an idea. If you're doing this just as a hobby and you're never gonna have more than a couple hundred cards listed and you want to have a card by card exact breakdown, sure, you could do that. But if you're actually trying to scale this and make it bigger and bigger and grow over time, you're never gonna be able to track on a card by card basis. You just won't have the time to do it. Like I said, get some sort of a spreadsheet set up where you can track your expenses just in bulk and then your revenue in bulk. And that's how you figure out what your profits and losses are. Again, on this website side with my Japanese boxes, could I do that? Technically, yeah, I could. And when I make my listing on my website, I do put my cost in there so that as prices fluctuate, I know how much room I'm working with on, if the prices are going down, I can't go lower than this. Even if the market goes lower, I got to keep my price here kind of thing. But if the market goes up, I can be a little bit more aggressive potentially and give you guys a better deal on the box. So I don't know, let's just pretend I bought Mega Dream for 80 bucks a box. That's not accurate, but let's pretend I paid $80 a box for them and I'm selling them at 90. Well, my margin is pretty small there, right? That's usually about the margin I'm working with on these boxes. And then maybe over the course of 2 weeks, the market value goes from 90 bucks to 120. Well, I know I've got more room on it, so rather than pricing it, only a couple dollars below market like I normally would try to do, maybe I'm gonna price it like $10 below market. Try to get those things moving faster because I've got a good margin on them. The market went up, so I'm making more money than I would have had they sold at the lower price, but it helps inventory just keep moving so I can keep churning and burning and buy new inventory. On the website side, I do track it a little bit more closely than on the eBay side selling singles. So keep that in mind as well. So I guess to summarize things, I know I've said it before, track things as a whole, not item by item. At the end of the year, you just tally it all up, and that's what your profit loss was for the year. And if you're trying to scale this thing, I wouldn't try to get too detailed. I think it's like $12 million or somewhere in that range is where the requirement turns on. Like if you have $12 million in revenue for a year, that's when you're required to start tracking item by item. But until then, which let's face it, 99.9% of us are never gonna make that point. Make it easy on yourself. If you get to that point, you're gonna have the funds, the resources to pay somebody to do that for you. While it's just you, make it easy on yourself. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. That said, let's get into what sold today on eBay. We got a strong start to the weekend. We got a lot of orders to pack here on Friday night. This is gonna be the video posted on Saturday, but here we go. First card up, we got Riolu on the promo, sold for $10.99. After shipping and fees, it was $8.26. Next up, we've got the Crown Zenith Pikachu, sold for $59.99. After shipping and fees, it's $46.31. Next up, we had a PSA 9 Absol, sold for $29.54. After shipping and fees, it was $20.21. Next up, we got a 3-card order. We had a Kingdra, sell for $11.49. We had Team Stargrunt for $2.99 and Nemona for $7.49. All in all, this order was $21.97. After the multi-card discount, shipping and fees, it's $16.46. Next up, we've got Braixen, sold for $5.24. Erica's Invitation sold for $11.99. And Jasmine's Gaze sold for $19.99. All in all, it's $37.22. After shipping and fees, $29.37. Next up, we've got Nessa selling for $12.49. After shipping and fees, $9.56. Next up, we've got a card that I already put in the envelope and forgot to record. It's a Swablu Reverse Holo from Dragon. Sold for $5.99. After shipping and fees, it was exactly $4. Next up, we've got the Regigigas V-Star. Sold for $19.99. After shipping and fees, $16.04. Next up, we've got Houndoom. Sold for $44.99. After shipping and fees, $33.15. Next up, we've got the Chinese Florigato. Sold for $6.99. After shipping and fees, it was $4.89. Next up, we've got a Mew EX sold for $64.99. After shipping and fees, it's $50.62. Next up, we've got Bayleaf sold for $2.49. After shipping and fees, it's 97 cents. All right, next up, we got the Hisuian Arcanine sold for $5.49. Gardevoir sold for $7.99. Toadscruel sold for $8.49. Pidgeot sold for $18.99. Pidgey sold for $17.49. And Drillbur sold for $6.99. All in all, after fees, it's $53.43. Next up, we've got Electabuzz on the promo, sold for $14.99. And Ampharos EX sold for $15.99. All in all, it was $30.98. After shipping and fees, $25.58. Good morning. Saturday morning, getting the last order packaged up that sold last night after I went upstairs for the evening. We've got Kyurem EX sold for $6.99. We've got Yveltal EX sold for $9.99. And we've got a Pikachu EX promo sold for $49.99. All in all, we had $66.97 on this order. After all fees and shipping expenses, it was $48.82. For the day in total, we had 15 Pokemon orders, 2 sports card orders. The Pokemon side, we had $481.03 in sales. After all fees and shipping costs, it was $362.40. On the sports side, again, we had just 2 sales for $6.98, $3.67 after shipping and fees. Add everything all up together, we had $488.01 in sales, $366.07 in total net income. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the support I've been getting. If you enjoy my content or find anything helpful, I would ask that you please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell, liking the video, and as always, check out the links in the description so you can find my store on eBay and my website. And like I've been doing the last few videos, I'm going to read a little bit out of the Bible. This is out of Psalms. It says, "Come, O children, listen to me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is there who desires life and loves many days that he may see good? Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Turn away from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are toward the righteous and his ears toward their cry. The face of the Lord is against those who do evil, to cut off the memory of them from the earth. When the righteous cry for help, the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed spirit." Hopefully these verses help somebody out there. Like I've said before, even if they help just one person, that's all I ask. If you guys are ever in need of prayer or have questions, feel free to email me, michael@covenantcards.shop. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. God bless.